If your child has meltdowns every time you turn off their iPad, can't play with toys anymore, and asks for screens first thing in the morning, what I'm about to tell you will sound impossible. There's a 72-hour window that can completely reverse your child's screen addiction, but most parents give up during the hardest part, without realizing they're just hours away from a breakthrough. Don't worry if this sounds too good to be true. By the end of this video, I'll show you exactly why this works and give you the one thing you must do in the first 24 hours to make it successful. I'm a parent who spent 8 years helping over 2,000 families overcome their children's screen addiction, and I've seen this 72-hour transformation happen again and again. But first, let me explain what's actually happening inside your child's brain when they're addicted to screens. When your 4-year-old screams for just 5 more minutes of iPad time, their brain isn't being dramatic. They're experiencing genuine withdrawal from a dopamine addiction that was deliberately engineered by technology companies. These apps and games trigger the same brain pathways as gambling and drug addiction. Your child's developing brain has become dependent on artificial stimulation levels that natural activities simply can't match. This is why taking away toys or limiting sweets works, but screen limits create nuclear meltdowns. You're not dealing with normal childhood defiance. You're dealing with neurochemical dependency. Here's the 72-hour rule that changes everything. Your child's brain chemistry follows a predictable withdrawal timeline. Hours 1 through 24 bring initial resistance and bargaining. Hours 24 through 48 are the hardest. This is when most parents give up because the emotional reactions peak. But here's what most parents don't know. Hours 48 through 72 are when the magic happens. This is when your child's dopamine receptors begin to reset, and they start showing genuine interest in real-world activities again. The problem is that 90% of parents cave during the worst period, right before the breakthrough moment. They see their child's intense emotions and think they're traumatizing them, so they give back the screens. This actually makes the addiction stronger by teaching the child that emotional escalation works. Now here's your actionable insight for the first 24 hours. Remove every single screen and screen-related device from your child's sight. Not just turned off, completely out of sight. Visual triggers restart the craving cycle even when devices aren't available. Store everything in a locked cabinet or different room. This simple change eliminates 80% of screen requests because your child's brain isn't constantly reminded of what they're missing. During those first 72 hours, your job isn't to entertain your child or find replacement activities. Your job is to stay calm during their emotional storm and trust that their brain is healing. When they say, "I'm bored," resist the urge to fix it immediately. Boredom is your child's brain learning to generate its own dopamine again. It's actually a sign that recovery is working. On day 3, most parents see what I call the wonder moment, when their child becomes genuinely absorbed in a non-screen activity for the first time in months. They might spend 20 minutes building with blocks or drawing a picture. This is your child's natural curiosity returning. The 72-hour rule works because you're allowing your child's brain chemistry to reset completely instead of maintaining their addiction at lower levels. Gradual reduction keeps the addiction pathways active. Complete elimination for 72 hours allows the neurochemical reset that makes everything else possible. Remember, the most intense emotions happen right before the breakthrough. Your child's desperate bargaining on day 2 isn't a sign that your approach isn't working. It's proof that it is working. Their brain is fighting to maintain access to artificial stimulation, but you're helping them rediscover that real satisfaction comes from within. Comment below and let me know what you are currently struggling with relating to your kids' obsession with screens. Click the link or check my bio to discover an ebook that can give you all the skills that you need to stop your child's screen addiction.